What's up, faithful fam? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I transform my balcony from this plain empty space into my peaceful safe haven. So first order of business, I like to take a lot of pictures, so I wanted to create something that had good backdrops from my photo ops, and I decided to create a grass wall. Now, what I'm showing you here is just how I connected these grass walls. I purchased most of the products used in this video on Amazon. I'll be sure to link everything in the description box down below. So I'm just showing you guys how I connected these grass wall. They come as little panels and they snap together, and then it has these little like ties, almost like the sandwich bag ties, and you do that and you pull it together and it snaps at the very end, and that's just to keep it secure on the ends. So it snaps together in the middle, and then you tie it together at the end, and then you just basically continue to do that all across the board. Of course, you're going to need to measure your space to figure out how many boxes you need to order, but once you do that, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. And then to get it to hang up, I use these concrete nails because I wasn't really sure on how I was going to get this to hang onto the wall, since I did have a concrete wall, and these worked out just fine. So after I created the grass wall, I decided I wanted to add a couple of flowers to the backdrop. And then I just got some flowers from the 99-cent store, pulled off the top of the flower head, and then attached it with clear fishnet, and I just kind of looped it through the grass wall. As you guys saw, there were little like boxes before I hung it up, so there are little holes in the back, and you could just tie it in and tie a little knot. And then this is basically what it turned out looking like. The good vibe sign, again, I ordered from Amazon, and as I mentioned, everything is going to be linked in the description box down below. Now, the next topic at hand was for me to tackle the floors. So the floors here are standard. They're like concrete floors. So I decided I wanted to turn it into like some wood floors. And I got these panels. And as I mentioned, this will be in the description box. And these are from Home Depot. And they're so easy to use. You just simply snap them together. You can see me snapping them together. And again, like I mentioned for the wall, you will have to measure your space just so you know how many boxes you'll need to order. But it was really quick for me to install this. This didn't take me any more than probably like, I'm going to say 30 to 40 minutes to complete the entire floor. It's really simple. Anybody could do it. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm just going to let you see the final results once I was finished on what it looked like. And now we have floors. Okay, so the next thing I did was I got some rocks from Dollar Tree, and I got this idea from another video I saw on YouTube, and they were only $1, and I got a couple of bags, and I sprinkled them along the crevices of the panels, the wood panels, because they were too small for a panel to fit, but then it also created this empty space. So it was functional because it gave it more of a decorative look without having those empty spaces where the panels couldn't fit. Okay, so next I decided I wanted to have a fire pit on my balcony. As I mentioned, I wanted to create like a whole vibe. Oh, by the way, I should mention that I did this last year during quarantine. We were stuck at home, so I wanted to make sure that my house, I always believe your house should be your haven anyway, but especially since I was spending 24 hours there every day of the week, I wanted to make sure that it was definitely something where I felt comfortable and didn't feel like so trapped at home, if you understand what I mean. So this particular fire pit came with those black coals initially, and that's, I guess, just to help the fire catch when you light it, because it is gas. But I decided I wanted to add a little bling bling to it, and I got these ice crystals. I don't really remember what it's called, But okay, again, as I already told y'all, it's gonna be in the description box down below. And I got them, and I'm just gonna, right here, I'm just sprinkling it all across the fire pit, because this is like something that I usually see like when I go to hotels or when I go to just like nice areas with the outdoors and they have the fire pits. It usually has these nice little gems, and it's hard to see on camera, but because it's glass, that's what it is, it's glass. So because it's glass, it kind of radiates off of the sun. So when the sun shines, it radiates through and it gives it like a sparkle. You might be able to see some through the camera, but you could really see it more in real life. And then I got that little glass protector to go around, just really for decoration, and I guess so nobody could burn themselves or whatever. And this is basically what this ended up looking like once I was done. And I did go back and I went and I purchased this separate gas tank holder, just so it wouldn't be like a big old gas tank just sitting there on the side in the corner. And it's nice and decorative, and it goes along perfectly with the fire pit. Okay, so I wanted to create some seating arrangements for my balcony so that when I go outside, I can have some place to sit. And I wanted a bench, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you ever looked for a bench, benches are really expensive. For what reason? I have no idea. So you guys already know your girl is cheap. So I decided I was going to make my own. So I went to Home Depot and I got these planks. I don't recall the size of the planks. If I do remember, I will put it in the description box down below. But I end up getting 2 pieces of planks and then 2 pieces of big planks, and then I got 4 small pieces of planks for each end. Actually, I do think I have the dimensions for that. I will make sure I put that in the description box down below. And then I put them together, I nailed them together and created a square. And then to turn it white, I used some white spray paint, and I spray painted it white because I just wanted to add like a little bit of color to it. And then I got a thin piece of wood to put on the sides, and you're going to see very shortly how I use that. And then that wood is also spray painted white as well to match with the legs. And right here, you're just seeing how I set it up. And then I use these clips to attach the white planks and the legs of the bench to the bottom plank, which basically will end up being the seating area of the bench. And then I just basically took my drill and I drilled that in. Most of it was pretty easy as far as like the thin plank that went along the front, but the legs for the bench, oh my gosh, that was very hard to drill. And it's really, I later found out, it really had to do with the fact that my drill is kind of weak and it wasn't strong enough to get through all of those thick pieces of wood. So I would suggest, if you're going to do this, take on this project, that you use a very reliable drill. And other than that, you know, you could just kind of figure it out. You could just watch along, and you drill 2 on each side of the leg just to make sure it's sturdy. So that's 2 on one end, 2 on the other end, and then repeat that on the other side. Now, if I didn't have issues with my drill, this bench would have been so quick to make. And I am very happy with how it turned out, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. It saved me a whole lot of money because a bench that looked like this would have cost me a few $100s. And I think with all the materials, it must have cost me no more than probably like $50 or $60, if even. And then I went and I got some pads some bench pads from Target, and those are what I use along the bottom. And then I got some pillows. I got those pillows, I believe they were from Wayfair. I wanted something bright and sunny looking, you know, something to cheer me up if I ever was feeling down, because I think color is very important when it comes to mood. And this is basically how my bench area ended up looking. And then I got a palm tree from Home Depot because I wanted to give like that summer tropical vibe. And this is the final look of what that looks like. Next, I got this little, I don't know what this is called. I guess a plant ladder. It's a plant holder, but it's in like the shape of a ladder. And I just basically put it together. It was fairly simple. It came with 3 little shelves. You just screwed it in on both sides. A little quick DIY. But it wasn't anything too complex. It didn't take me too long to put it together, probably about 20 minutes. Like I mentioned, it has 3 shelves. You screw it in on both sides. And on each shelf, you could use it to put something. Most likely some sense of pottery. But I will tell you guys that I do not have a green thumb, okay? Some of the plants you see in this photo did not make it till today. R.I.P. So, and you will see like there's a little plant on the bottom. That plant ended up being a little bit too tall to put on that bottom shelf. And those 2 other plants that I have on the middle and the top shelf, I did get those from Ross. Those are fake pottery, and they're just really there for decorative purposes. I thought it had like cute, unique qualities to it. So it fits nicely in that corner. And over on the right, I did purchase another plant. I got that one from Home Depot. And I'm happy to say that plant is thriving to today. So yay me. And now a quick before and after for you guys. Just a reminder of what it looked like when I started and what it looks like now. And stay tuned because I'm going to let you guys see what the balcony looks like at night. And when I tell you guys it's a vibe, it's a vibe, okay? And that little white box sitting under my bench is an LED light box that I got. And I use it whenever I come out on the balcony as a little tabletop to put like my wine or my glasses on it. Now, vibe out with me. So guys, if you know anybody who would enjoy this video or find this video helpful, be sure and share it with your friends and your family. And if you found it helpful, don't forget to like it and hit that subscribe button. And as always important, guys, you guys stay blessed. And if it be God's will, I'll see you in my next video. Take care now.